Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. How's it going there, Farmer Marks, Mr. T. Miller, Mr. Andy the Farmer, and anybody else out there lurking? Hopefully, you guys are all had a great day so far. So we are back on PB Rivers Remastered by Mr. Dajnet, and we're kind of picking up some cotton bales. Yes. And for some weird reason, my truck is struggling with something chronic at the minute. Actually, let me drop this off actually a second, see if reloading it will help. That's probably what it is. Oh yes, I did a save, that's what it was. Yes, let's do this. And let's do this. It's kind of on there, I think. There's one there anyway. That's weird. Can I just unload that a sec? Oh, goodness gracious me. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted. Right, so hopefully I should get some power back now. Rather than trying to drag those heavy bales. There we go. That's cool. Right then, so yes, back to it. Say, Farmer Marks. Thank you very much for the 30 stream streak. But if you guys are not following Farmer Marks, make sure to click on the links. Give him a follow. Same with Mr. Miller there, Mr. Jers. Well, yeah, make sure to click on their links, give them a follow, catch them when they do go live. Obviously, T. Miller was streaming last night, and also for Farmer Marks as well. Was it last night or the night before? I can't remember. But yes, it's kind of cool doing different games. It's nice to see. It's nice to definitely see different games being played within the community, so it's not always farming and stuff like that, so it's cool. And Mr. T. Miller, thank you very much for the 3 stream streak. Yes, should be a lot higher than that, Mr. Miller, but I know you've been a little bit AFK with hospital and such, but we can get you back up there I think soon enough. But yes, hopefully you're feeling better as well there, Mr. T. Miller. I know you weren't feeling the greatest yesterday. I hope it's not the cold that I've had for the last week. Literally yesterday was probably the first day I actually felt pretty decent. Today, yeah, not too bad overall. Still a little bit of a sniffle every now and again, but it's getting there. Only downside is my wife and daughter now have whatever I had last week, so they got like the sniffles and yeah. So not good really. Well, let's stop that there. Right, let's get these unloaded. There we go. L. And that one. So yeah. Yeah, my wife's been terrible. She's been sniffing all day. Same with my daughter. Actually, my daughter went into college this morning. They actually sent her home an hour early. So yeah, not the greatest. Oh, I feel sorry for them. I know what it's like, but yes. But anyway, at least for the next couple of hours, we're going to be just chilling out, relaxing, finishing off some farming, I guess, for November anyway, which is basically the last little bit of harvest season for this year. Obviously, I've still got the grapes to defoliate at some point, which might be starting today, not sure yet. I do have, obviously with cotton still being harvested, I've got a small field up by the mine here being... Oh, there's Mr. Shawnee. Welcome in, Mr. Shawnee with a mega fart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Yes, I think. I'm not quite sure. Thankfully, I don't have any gas today, but yes. Yeah, and Green Thumb Farmer, how you doing, buddy, by the way? There's another person you should be following if you're not already, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. Great modder, great content creator as well. And hello, Mr. Shawnee over on YouTube. Welcome in. So yeah, a few things going on. Where was I? So cotton is being harvested. It's got a few more rows to go. Then that should be done. The sugar beets, yeah, in the field just up by Campbell's there is being harvested at the minute. I do have one field being ploughed that was a sunflower field from earlier, so that is being ploughed. The other sunflower field that was up by the main farm is now being harvested. And yeah, I'm just doing this at the minute, so yeah. We're all caught up, so I'll just leave it to you. And Mr. Jurors, thank you very much for that T-Rex roar. Much appreciated. Oh, yes. Is Andy the farmer finally following you, Mr. T. Miller? Oh, yes, good. Yes, if you haven't watched Mr. T. Miller before, he tends to play on Uncharted Valley at the minute. So, yes. He seems to enjoy it. Not quite sure why, but yes, it seems to be his style. He likes the No Man Land type maps. It's great where you put his own little stamp on it. It's kind of cool, actually, watching it being developed and stuff. So, yeah. And hey there, Mr. Vortex. How are you doing? Yeah, exactly. I kind of like that as well. Being able to create my own map. But I also like to have a basis there already. So for me personally, PV Rivers Remastered and stuff like that, where they've got factories kind of pre-placed, is kind of perfect for what I want playstyle wise. But yes, but I do know a lot of people do like the No Man's Land type thing. I've done it in the past on actually No Man's Land back in 19, and yes, did Uncharted as well, PV Uncharted, and yeah, I've decided, yeah, I do prefer just to have that basis there that I can expand on. That's the thing, that is the key, I think, on a map. Obviously having a structure there already, but also being able to have room for being a bit more creative, shall we say. So expanding fields, combining fields, creating your own farm, stuff like that. That is what I kind of like. So you still got that creativity, but there's a basis there already. Right, I think there's just one more cotton module to pick up, which is down this side. And it's kind of cool, my little spruces, my little baby spruces that I planted ages ago are actually growing up. Oh, look at them. It's hard to believe they're babies, but yeah, somewhere behind there is also a tractor buried, which I'm going to have to get out at some point. But yes, fun, fun, fun. Actually, one of the things I will be doing with this field is I'm going to mulch it, as I usually do. Then I'm going to obviously get it ploughed up. I do need to mulch the sunflower field that's being done at the minute, so I need to get the tractor over there at some point. I'm pretty sure it should be nearly done. The other thing we do have to do, which I'll probably jump into in a little while, is the little field by the farm in the bottom. I'll show up in a minute. There we go. Let's do this. I'll show you where it is. So my other little poplar field needs to be harvested as well, I'm pretty sure now. So I might get in there and just get that. And hey, Farmer Mark's over on YouTube. How you doing, buddy? So yeah, this little field right down the bottom here, also, if I remember rightly, should be ready. Yes, it is, to be harvested. I think this guy's going to be a little while, so yes. But actually, while that's going, let me leave him there. He's got a little bit left to go, so, but yes, this field is almost finished with, I believe. Let's have a little look in here. Yeah, so it's literally just this little strip on this side here, but he is getting full, so I might just get this emptied out first, and then we'll go over, grab a tractor, and probably start attacking that field with the baler. But yes, hopefully you guys all have a great day so far. Oh, yes. But yeah, I feel sorry for my wife and daughter, bless them. Oh. Let me do this a sec. Actually, let me bring this back a minute. And I'm gonna take over that tractor for just one moment. There we go. And we will get it on the other side in. There we go. Super Trooper. But yeah, so after the stream yesterday, I did a little bit, but I ended up shutting down Farm Sim last night after the stream and went over to Ark. So while watching a few people, I was actually playing Ark again, and I realized I loaded up my save game without something that was rather important, I suppose is the best way to put it. Basically what it was, I went on my base over on Ark, and I was looking at it and I was thinking, there's something not quite right with my base. And I was looking at it and it suddenly dawned on me, all my storages were gone, all my crafting benches and stuff were gone. It's like, what the heck's going on? Then I realized, when I previously played, I had, is it Automated Arc mod? And it was missing, basically, from the save game, so, yeah, ouch. So, yeah, all my storages, all my everything that was in that mod was gone. So I ended up having to go back out of the game, found it, because I didn't know what the heck it was actually called, but I found the mod, and yeah, thankfully I was able to get it back in, and I'm actually now rebuilding my base, basically getting all the bits back into what I had before. But it's no great big loss, because I'm not going to go too quickly right now, because obviously one of the things I want to do is set up a new base, and I'm going to be doing it over the water. I don't know if it's going to work. Hopefully it will. I've already made a start on it. I've got the oh, which one is it? Which one is it? There's the, is it foundation ceiling or ceiling foundations mod, which allows you to put basically a ceiling piece down instead of a foundation, so you can carry on out and you don't need to worry about extra supports and stuff. It's kind of a nice mod. As long as it's in there, the new base should, in theory, work fine. But what I want to do is set up basically a kind of a 3-part, maybe a 4-part base. One area solely for crafting. One area solely for like a stable type area for the dinosaurs. Maybe an area for like any of the birds, so the big Argentavius, whatever you call it, the big birdie thing, eagles, stuff like that can go in their own area, and then have another area for any water dinosaurs, so megalodons, stuff like that. So it's literally going to have 3, maybe 4 different areas in it. But one of the things is, with obviously the water area, what I'm going to do is create a pen basically below the main part of the base for that to be working. So I'm hoping it's going to work, and obviously with doing that, that will hopefully then keep out any megalodon alphas and stuff like that from getting into the base. Really, dude? Really? You got a whole field there and you decided to drive over here. But yeah, that's kind of my idea of what I want to do right now with my base there. So I've already made a start off it. It's just literally off of Herbivore Island, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I'll have to see if it works out or just ends up crashing, and yes, we'll see. But yeah, maybe next week, if it behaves, might be able to get it to actually stream, and you can see hopefully a decent update. So yes. So you're not looking forward for the snow we might have this weekend? Do we really? I have no idea. If we get snow, I'll be pleasantly surprised there, Mr. Jurors. I would love some snow. I really, really would. And I have no idea where the heck. There's the bumper. Oh, there we go. There it is. That's what I want. Yeah, if we get any, I'll be, yeah, definitely pleasantly surprised. That's for sure. Hey, J-Dog. How you doing, buddy? But yes, I would love some snow. I really would. Right. There should be close enough. So attach you. There we go. But yes, tomorrow we will be heading into I was going to say Aquarist, but that's not it. What's it called? Yeah, Aquarist. So yes, we're going to be checking out the Arctic base over there. I do own the DLC. I got it last week. Don't tell the wife, but yeah, I ended up purchasing it, and I thought, why the heck not try it out? And that's currently the last area to explore now. So yay! Right then, there we go. Bio baler, and here we go. So yes, things are going well at the moment. Just trying to make it through the day. Yeah, I hear you there, bud. I hear you. Here we go. Right then. I don't think I need to worry about that too much. That should be fine. Sorry, just looking at the spanner there, and I think we should be more than fine with it. I think most of the damage is actually on the tractor more than the baler. I just realised I should have mulched that field. Dang it. Oh well, it's getting ploughed. I might as well just leave it as it is. Alrighty. Go. Like any typical UK driver, always cutting corners, going into a junction. Just saying. Baby is getting sick, so up multiple times. Oh, nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Yes. Oh, I know what that's like. I do. For the first month of my daughter being born and at home, yeah, I was the one getting up every night, every few hours to feed her. So my wife could basically recover from having a C-section. Righty. B, there we go. And let's get this locked in. Yep, that'll be fine. Come on, there we go. Yeah, I can do it from there, can't I? Yes. Go. And if I remember rightly, we should have automatic drop on as well. Yes. Cool, right then. So yes, gotta love baby stew, gotta love them. Especially on a little bit of brown bread, bit of butter. Oh, nice. Only kidding. No, I wouldn't do that. But yes. Yes, the first, few months, definitely, with having a new baby, is definitely a stressful time. Once they start getting into a nice routine, I will say, is cool. Because obviously you can then start relaxing a bit more. But yeah, I know personally we were very, what's the best way to say it? Very tired for the first few months. And just try and get a cat nap every now and again when we could. But yeah, I tend to do the nights. My wife was there during the day, so yes. Would I want to do it again? Heck no. I would love to have another kid, I would say that. But I think it is, my age now is kind of way gone, and obviously the wife doesn't want another, so yes. It's a good experience, I will say that. But yeah, we also had our daughter a little bit later, I suppose, in life than most people, so yes, it's fine. Gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it. Nap sounds good right now. Oh, to be honest, I think I'm actually getting to that age where I'm actually enjoying an afternoon nap. For the last, year or so now, so where my wife gets quite tired, she tends to have a little nap in the afternoon. I tend to join her, And it's getting to that point where I'm kind of enjoying actually having a nap myself in the afternoons. It's crazy. I'm trying to think. Yeah, to spin it that way, and we'll get lined up. There we go. Lock that in, and oh, look at that! Like a pro, like a pro, like a pro, like a pro. Now, if only the enhanced steering, or what we want to call it here, that we're using, would stay locked on when it's unloading. You can do it, lol. Oh heck no! Oh heck no! No. No, no more babies for us. You have 3 and that'll be all. Yeah, so basically, my wife's also got the 2 older boys, and also we've got the girl now who's in college. It's crazy. She's in college. And yeah, that's fine. Are there boats in the base game? No, there isn't, Team Miller. Not yet. I do know there's. I think there's some. Isn't there some mods on the in-game mod hub that have boats? But nothing base game, unless you count the ferry, which you'd have to modify yourself. But yeah, nope, nothing at the moment. Who knows? Maybe next year we'll be able to, or the next Farm Sim game we'll be able to tweak like the Highlands DLC boats and stuff. You never know. There we go. Oh, looks. Oh, I thought that deer was coming after me there for a minute. I thought I didn't do nothing. I didn't touch Bambi. Oh well. There is a map called Ocean Map that you start with just a small little island with a vehicle shop and tons of water. You have to fish to make money to reclaim the land for farming. Oh, as it's an ocean map, maybe there's one on there already for boat wise. I would have thought that would make sense, but I don't know. I do not. Oh, actually, talking about ocean maps, is that on the in-game mod hub, Team Miller? Because I know somebody has been asking about an ocean map. I think they've actually tried to edit one and had issues. If it's on the in-game mod hub, then it might be something that they could look at. Yeah, I don't know about ocean maps, that's the thing. I really don't know. No, I loaded the one and there are no errors or warnings. Oh, okay. Well, if you got a link, can you send it to me and I'll pass it on to the person who's been asking? I think they actually wanted to take like PV Rivers, for example, take it apart and just have a small area but loads of ocean. I'm not quite sure. I don't find the appeal on that. But yeah, and I know they were having issues with doing some of the editing or something like that and couldn't get it to work quite right. Either or have a look in the SGA Discord general, I think it is. Okay, done is it? Okay. We'll have a look at that in a sec. There. See, that one has stayed on. Why did that stay on? Why did that one stay locked on and none of the rest have been? That's weird. But yes, thank you for that, Mr. T. Miller. But yeah, maybe have a look at the map that maybe it comes with boats. I don't know, unless you need like a DLC boat to get around on it. Oh wow, that almost looked like It gives me the vibe of what you call it? What's it called? PV Uncharted for 22. That's what it gives me the vibe of. Obviously, that one I had like was a one or two fields to start off with, but yeah. But let me grab that. Yeah, the one that he was doing, he actually went in the ocean and found his character was actually flickering and having a funny 5 minutes. Is it you? Oh, let me get that. Nope. General. Yes, there. There we go. There we go. There we go. I've posted it in the Discord general at the minute for the SGA. If anybody wants to check that out. But yeah, yes. But yeah, I don't see what is the point of an ocean map. This is farming, not swimming simulator. I don't get that one. It's weird. But okay, well, whatever tickles your fancy, I guess. There we go. Anywho, right then. Yeah, so not a lot left really to do on the farm at the minute. One thing I do need to do, actually thinking about it, yeah, I still need to fertilize my grass fields. I've got plenty of slurry, so I think maybe if we get this done, I might just leave the bio bales on the actual field and head off and do that quickly. Because I think next month they might be ready to harvest or cut again. So I'm trying to get the maximum, 3 or 4 cuts per year off of those fields. There we go. Let's take that one first, and then we'll come down just that little sliver. Well, it's not that little of a sliver, but oh, blimey. The Hounds DLC has to do with fishing, yes. So I'm guessing that is a precursor needed for that map then? Unless they've set it up in a completely different way, I don't know. That's interesting, because so I just had a look on, yeah, I just actually looked on the website, the link that you sent me, T Miller, and the person credited for making that map was the person who was messaging me. So yeah, I don't know. And Mr. Shawnee, thank you very, very much for that chicken dance. And now my headset is stopped working. Great. Either that or you've knackered my sounds. Oh no, there it is. That was weird. Nope, you're good. No, you're good. It's because I wasn't tabbed into the game. I was looking at something on my browser there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing if the flicker, because obviously one of the things he was having was flickering issues. So yeah, I don't know. But the name is exactly the same as the person who was messaging me in Discord about one ocean map. Not quite sure why, but okay. Obviously, he messaged me if I knew how to fix it, and I had no idea, so yes. That is strange. Oh well. I wonder if he'll get many, but yeah, by the way, thank you. I don't mention big thank you to Mr. Shawnee for that chicken dance. Much appreciated. I was a little bit preoccupied. But yes, thank you. When was that posted anyway? Today, from the looks of it, actually. And looking at the... Ooh. I'm kind of looking at the PDA at the minute, and it kind of reminds me of Uncharted. Lots of little squares. I don't know. It doesn't quite look right to me. I honestly don't think he's going to get many downloads, but best of luck to him if he got that working. Yeah, something's a little bit bugged. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but who? Yeah, I don't get it. Who would want to play on a map that's basically blank, full of ocean, and very little anything else? There's not even an animal dealer on there or anything. The map display is green, but the map is an ocean, except for a small island. Yeah, people who love fish will love it. Well, depending on what, whether you need the Highlands DLC for it. If it is, then you're only going to have 2 fish to catch anyway. If that is it, one or yeah, because it's was it trout and salmon? That's all there is. It'll maybe like 5 minutes. I don't know. Once you buy a land, can you do any landscaping to bring the terrain up or anything like that? That might be kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe use the terra farm, for example, and raise the land to create your own little island paradise. I have no idea. But either way, not my kind of map, thanks. That is far too blank if you ask me. But yes. Crazy. Crazy. There we go. Righty, there we go. I see a deer right up there, look. You can just see him. Oh, and there he disappears. You can use the landscaping tool to expand the island, yeah. Thought so. Yeah, so that might be a way around it. Create your own rivers and lakes and stuff. Yeah, without any issues. So that is really... The only thing is, the animal dealer. You would have to find a animal dealer mod, basically. Because all it has is the player spawn trigger, or point, and a vehicle trigger, if I remember rightly. How do you get your animals? Unless you get them sent straight to... Yeah, how would that work with animals, thinking about it? Obviously, on a normal map... you can go to your animal dealer, get them delivered, blah blah blah. If a map doesn't have an animal dealer, can you still buy animals in the pen? And do you get charged for delivery? Because technically there's no animal dealer on there, is there? And I don't know if an animal dealer can be a mod. It might be. I know a few people have asked about that. I think it was either Facebook or in Discord about animal dealer mods and vehicle shop mods. I'm pretty sure the vehicle shop has to be built into the map regardless. I'm trying to think of what NBC had on his. Did he have an animal dealer as well, or was it a placeable? Can't remember. But I'm pretty sure it still has to be built into the map regardless for that. So maybe there's a placeable version. But oh well. No worries. Hey, Unforgiving Gaming, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Oh, just thinking there. Billy, if you got lots of time on your hands, hint hint lol. Hint hint lol. No idea. I'm very busy in Ark, doing some dinosaur stuff over there at the minute. Doing pretty good. It has been a while, hasn't it? Yes. But yes, I took a little. I can't remember the last time you popped in, but yeah, I took a bit of a break from Farming Simulator. And yeah, we're kind of back, trying to get back into it now. So that's something good, anyway, I guess. And yeah. But yeah, I'll see. At the minute, I am planning on doing 3 farm sims per week. And at least 1 other game. So out of the 4 streams per week. So yeah, 3 farm sim, and then obviously Wednesdays are going to be primarily for something else. And yeah, that is a plan for the future, I guess. Just sort of break things up from always doing farming. Obviously, this week we've got Aquarist, which is kind of, if you're into fish keeping, it's kind of a nice little thing. You can get your own little virtual fish tanks up and running in oceanariums and such. But yeah, this week I'm going to be going to the Arctic. Not quite sure what the heck we're going to be finding up there, so it's going to be an interesting one. I still have to obviously finish off bits in the museum for the skeletons. So that is still to be sorted out. I've got, I think I've got something to unlock upstairs, because I do have, I think it's a Triceratops statue, but yeah, I have no idea yet. So before Christmas. So yeah, it's been a while. Next week, if I can get it to stay stable, I might try and do an Ark stream. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, also I can show you guys tomorrow an update on the supermarket in the game as well. That is pretty much done now. So yeah, so probably whiz around, do a few things there. Been having issues with the laboratory trying to unlock more of the fish DNA stuff. So that is really frustrating. It really is. It took me about 12 retries just to get this second fish to be unlocked. Oh. So yes. But yeah, I need to get in and do the third one, which I'll probably do tomorrow if I can. But oh well, we'll see. The nice thing with them, they're kind of little side missions, as it were, I suppose. But oh well, it is what it is. Look at this. King Mods, Vine Harvesting Hand Tool. Yeah, you know, you could do that first there, Farmer Marks. And why are you sending it twice? Yeah, the day I see you do that will be the day I die. That is definitely a Jababo mod, yeah, exactly. To be honest, I haven't seen Mr. Jababo go on live, and I haven't even seen him playing Farm Sim in quite some time, so I don't know. I think the last time I seen him, he was doing some Satisfactory, I think it was. But I hope he is okay, that's all I can say. But yes, I will pass on that unless it's got a super wide cut area, shall we say, or harvest area that does like 10 rows at the same time. Now there's a mod for you to find. But yeah, obviously I've seen scythes as well and stuff like that, where you actually go through like your wheat and your barley crops and you use a scythe to actually cut it down. I'm not quite sure what you do with it afterwards, but it'd be interesting. I suppose that'd be an interesting one to see. Not particularly use, but to see it working. Jab left Twitch and focused on YouTube content, from what he said on his last stream, was it? Fair enough. I guess yeah, it makes sense, because obviously he does have quite a big following over here, but it's primarily, I think, more farm sim orientated, like most of you guys, to be honest. I know a lot of you guys will, if you see a farm sim stream pop up, you'll be there in a heartbeat. If it's something else, then you're like, yeah, we'll go elsewhere type thing. I've been watching my numbers, but no, actually, to be honest, a lot of you guys are great. You really are. You're very supportive no matter the game. And what's kind of interesting is, by watching some of these random streams, it gives you guys an insight into some of the other games that are out there. So obviously Mr. Dave, he's doing a lot of different games at the minute. Boomhauer does very interesting. That Alchemist store, or whatever it is he's doing, is very strange. Obviously Mr. T. Miller himself, he's been doing, he's back in Banished at the minute recently. So yeah, that's another one of these little top-down games. Obviously Darius Frost, when he streams, I know he's not been around for a while due to personal reasons, but yeah, he's got quite a catalogue of different games that he's played over the years. Farmer Marks as well, obviously he's been doing Astral Colony and oh, was it, I was going to say Arc Raiders, but that's the one it's called, is it? Or is it? I can't remember. But yeah, this Arc game and stuff. So, yes. It's nice to see a variety. And also, some of the people that I've been following a lot on Twitch. Artcraft, that's one. Even they, who used to be solely farm simmers, are actually going out doing other games. So, is that a hint towards giants in Farming Simulator? Are people just getting burnt out on the game already, that they're going off playing other games? I don't know. I kind of feel that way personally, but I don't know. I can't speak on their behalf, but yeah. Yeah, I can actually understand why Mr. Dave decided to go off, not creating another map and do other games. It's a nice bit of a break, and obviously he's been doing this, what, 10 years plus, so you can imagine someone playing a game that long. It's just, yeah, kind of hit the, oh, what's the best word to put it, best, but he's full of it and just needs a break. To be honest, that's one reason why the last month I was doing different games myself, because yeah, I was starting to feel burnt out on the game, and yeah, just needed a break from playing farming all the time. So yeah, I totally understand, but oh well. Yep. And to be honest, since for also Farmer Marks, so I haven't loaded up our Astral Colony in over a week since I did that last blueprint for you. And right now, I really don't want to go back into it. It's kind of boring without any extra content. So you might have to suffer without having that sorting blueprint that you want. Yeah, I know, I've been lurking in your streams. Yes, I know you're still loving it. But it just seems kind of pointless to carry on doing a game with nothing really to achieve now. Obviously, in the future, if they add more content to the game, then yeah, I will go over, check it out, and do all that fun stuff. But yeah, right now, yeah, it's kind of, what's the point in creating more stuff if it's not going anywhere? So yes. Hey, Coffee Man, how are you doing? By the way, welcome in. There's not much difference between FS 19, 22, 25 with Global Company, without Global Company, or can't remember the name. Yeah, Global Company was back in FS 19. We had Production Revamp in 22, and actually right now, the only thing we've got close to Production Revamp really is just that store, was it the Production Storage Control mod? Haven't actually. I did go into Discord the other day and have a look at Braven's Discord, and haven't seen any comments regarding it even coming out. The last thing he put was he was still working on it, so I have no idea what is going on with Production Revamp for 25, if it's even going to even come out now. I really hope it does, because that is definitely something we need, because a lot of the features in there we've used a lot in the past, hence Canyon Crossing. There we go. But yeah, I'm starting to see why some people say Giants have kind of shot themselves in the foot with production wise by adding it into the game rather than keeping it as external mod type thing like Global Company was in 19. Because it did allow modders back then to explore different venues, shall we say. And I know Dave mentioned quite a few times there was things in Global Company that came out that he never got to really tap into. And it would be interesting if he did go back to 19 now, what he would do with it. And I think Braven's Production Revamp mod had similar features, but was a lot more limited in the things it could do, really. So I don't know. We'll see. Global Company needs coming back. I do know that the I can't remember their name, but the guys who created Global Company did go into creating their own factory game, but I don't know what actually happened to that, whether it actually got developed or what, because it seemed like they were going headstrong and posting comments left, right, center on their Facebook group, and yeah, it just went and died really. So no idea what happened with it. And no, I can't unload that, can I? So, right, there we go. But anyway, it is what it is. You never know, something may come out this year. Oh, and in case you guys weren't aware, there was a Farming Simulator 25 hotfix released today as well. So it's now version 1.16.0.3 of the game. Yes. So yeah, before you load up your game, make sure that you get the update as well. Oh, and I actually think Giants are starting to struggle, because something else that was posted earlier today, or announced earlier today, is trading cards for Farming Simulator. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Also, I know they got the magazine that comes out regularly every month. They've now added in trading cards. It's like, where are they actually going with all this? I don't know. Ooh. It's kind of strange. A trading card with a piggy on it, or a sheep or something, or a goat. Would people really be interested in that? I don't know. To be honest, I haven't looked too closely at it, so it might be something quite cool, but I don't know. Personally, I'm not into trading cards anymore, but maybe something for the kids to collect. I don't know. Why? From what I remember, there was a few things broken that they've now got fixed, hence all these little hot fixes. With the last patch. I might have a look on the blogs in a minute to see if there's any information. Or the announcement, should say. Let's see if I can do this now. Those chunky wheels that stick right out kind of put me off. But I know this tractor, as it is, can go in here quite easily. Just gotta take it nice and slowly. I might actually leave them attached, actually. There we go. There we go. Look at that, almost like a pro. And oh, geez, I should realise. Oh yes, that's where it is. My bale stacker. Oh yes, the round one, isn't it? Thinking about it, it's not the square one. I knew there was one there somewhere. You can buy them, but you cannot sell them. Oh, that sucks. So having a mod like, say, the butcher shop, for example, would be helpful because you could put most of the animals into that. Right then, let's have a little look and see. Is there anything on the Giants website quickly? Blog. Yes, there is. Okay. So just got to switch over screens. So, patch 1.16 adds 4 new machines out now. Update hotfix 1.16.03. So fixed an issue where visible mirrors in the viewport caused texture streaming to display low resolution textures. Okay. I'm guessing they mean these mirrors were a little bit naff looking. Oh, what was it? Actually, I did see something the other day. What vehicle was I in? And yeah, the rear view mirrors were a little bit blurred. Was it this one? No, that was quite smooth. No, I know which one it was. It was the sugar beet harvester yesterday. And also, while that's saving, so fixed an issue where temporal anti-aliasing, whatever you want, analyzing. So the TAA was not working correctly on PS5 Pro. Okay, so nothing spectacular. Just out of interest, let's have a little look. Yeah, I'm sure it was one of these guys here. The mirrors were looking quite blurry. Yeah, that seems to have cleared up. That is definitely fine on that one. Was it this one then? It was one of these. Yes, that. So I'm guessing what it is the mirror. This here was literally very, very blurry. Could barely see what was actually behind it. So I'm guessing that is what they're on about that they fixed. Okay. And yeah, so we do have the other two informations right there, but don't need to worry about that. And okay, there we go. So this is the trading cards thing. Let's Bring it up on X. I'll accept that. Go away with you. So, yes, this is the new thing from Farming Simulator, which was announced today. Farming Simulator trading cards are now available on Steam. So if you got Steam, you could actually grab your own virtual trading cards over there. Play on Steam, collect cards, craft badges, and unlock rewards like emoticons, profile, backgrounds, and more. Level up your Steam profile and show off your Farming Simulator style. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, so, so I guess all you guys then will be going out, getting all this, yeah. Oh. I'm actually kind of curious. How much does it cost, actually? Does anybody know? Just out of curiosity, what does that actually cost? Do I have my Steam open thinking about it? FS... No. Oh, cancel. Dang it, oops. Steam. Where's my Steam? Steam there. I know I've got it open already. Just out of interest, we'll go to the store. Farming. I think I've just loaded up a second farm sim. Oops. Simulator 25 trading cards, I guess. Unless it's part of FS25, I don't know. One sec. Yes, I did. Oops. So, what do they mean by trading cards? Is it part of FS25 itself? Or... I have no idea. What would it be? Some games have them. Yeah. Oh look, Kermie.
Farms, we think of lives well spent.
God, they've still got Mr. Kerminator up here. For accomplishments in the game. Oh, are they? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've got a few of them on some other games or something similar. But I was hoping to... Oh, there we go. There's some trading cards there. That just tells about it. You can get wallpaper. Yeah. And obviously I don't really have it on Steam, which is that's not very fair. Is that... Oh, is that my ones? Is that what I currently have? For 25? I don't know. Oh, I know what it is. I actually... So, in case you weren't aware, you can connect a non-Steam game to your Steam account, by the way. I'm guessing, looking at this is what I currently have in Farming Simulator right now. Because I was able to link my 25 to my Steam temporarily, so... But I'm sure there should be a heck of a lot more than that. That's all I can say. But yes. But yeah, I understand what you mean. Look at Euro Truck. I whip. I haven't even loaded Euro Truck up even. But yeah, I get what you mean. I get what it means. So yeah, it's fine. If they want to treat those over on Steam and leave us, that's fine. We'll get back into the game and carry on playing. I just feel put out now. Actually, let's get this locked. And how are you doing there, Mr. Matt, by the way? you rate it as thumbs down. Oh, Mr. T. Miller, that's not the attitude. There we go. That is definitely not the attitude. That's where we get yeah, but to be honest, a lot of people are kind of sick of farm sim, so I don't know. It definitely wouldn't tempt me back into playing it. That's for sure. Just some trading cards and stuff like that. So yeah, it is what it is. And oh yes, 3 stream streak for Mr. Sim Game Matt. Thank you very, very much. Yes, your streak is slowly making its way up again. Did I see what you asked? I see you said why. Why you be back at things and got to fix it? What? Yeah, I don't understand what that part meant before that, though. But that's fine. Oh, hello. What's that? FS25 tilt inclination helper failed. And Mamadou is raiding with a party of 19. Welcome in, Mamadou. How was your stream, my dear? I was actually lurking away over there. And let's give you a shout out. So if you guys did not follow Mamadou, make sure to click on that link, give her a follow. I can now shut down your stream because, yes, I was kind of watching and lurking and playing. It was great, good. One thing I will say, Mamadou, I was a little bit worried because you seemed a little bit low. But hopefully you feel better soon. But yes, I'm still not quite sure what you wanted to know about there, Mr. Coffee Man. But yes, welcome in everybody coming in with Mamadou. We are actually playing PV Rivers Remastered by Mr. Dajnet. Obviously, this is a 4X map. It's kind of a nice Mamadou. If anybody's watched Mamadou for a while, she actually played this map for a while before heading off to the Highlands, shall we say. But yes, this is my current playthrough still. Yes, I've expanded a lot of fields, created a few new fields and stuff like that. Out of interest, just had a thought. I don't know if anybody else has this, but yeah, with this area up here, has anybody else expanded this field? Because for some weird reason, no matter how many times I load up this save game, this little strip right next to Campbell's never seems to save after I've purchased the soil sample. We'll see if I can come in. I can come into here. Let's do that one as well. There we go. As you can see, it's now showing that I own that little strip of the soil sample, but for some weird reason, it never seems to save. Whenever I reload the save game, that little strip right there constantly goes back to not having a soil problem or the soil sample done. But one nice thing is my overall environmental score is now up to 90%, which I'm happy with. Obviously, with that, I gain a 12% increase on everything that I sell. It's kind of nice, but obviously it has to be done manually. You can't do it direct selling or anything because you lose it. If you do it yourself, deliver it to the sell point, you get that 12% extra. It's nice. Actually, while I think about it, I need this dude right here. You have that with one of my fields. Yo, you got you mentioned it the other day, didn't you? On Uncharted. I don't understand why. Out of interest, T. Miller, that land itself that you have the issue with, was it a land that had a factory or something that you had to buy the building and the land came with it? I'm wondering if that was it. No? Okay. See, that's... If it was that, then it could be the way it's set up for buying the plot, maybe? But, yeah. Guess not, then. Because, obviously, that little slip is... you have to purchase Campbell's to get the land. And... the gas station was on... So, that could be what it is, then. Let's think. I'm trying to think of other fields that I've got next to a factory like that have an issue. But yeah, I don't. That's the only one I have that's where you buy the factory, you get the land with it. So that might be the issue. Obviously, if you've had a gas station on it prior and you bought the gas station instead of the land itself, that could be it. Sell Campbell's and buy all sample and sell again. This down. I might have to do that as a test. But yeah, you can't buy the gas station, yeah. Yes. It's a weird one, that's for sure. Definitely a strange one. And I just realized my frame rates are dropping again. Weird. They were fine. They were doing fine. Is it because I'm over here now? Oh, I give up. I don't know. Weird. It'd be nice if the whole map you could buy regardless. I know one thing I would love to... There's a couple of bits on here that I would love to be able to purchase just to expand an area, shall we say? One being, actually... Well, there's two... Is it one or two pieces? There you go. I come into here. It's going to be easier to show from above. Come on. Come on. There we go. Where are we? Yeah, this part right here, this little strip of water, I would love to be able to buy that, maybe even this part here. So I could fill this in, landscape it so it's flattened, and either have more factories up here, or expand this field type thing, so create one big field. That's the only thing I would have liked, but oh well, it is what it is. It's kind of like one of those little dead areas, like, no, Mamadou! Oh, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Oh, excuse me. But yes, for those just joining as well, I am currently running a giveaway this month. All you have to do is !fish in chat, and the top 5 names in the leaderboard will be put into a raffle or a little spinny wheel thing, whatever you want to call it, at the end of the month to win either a Steam gift card or something for Farm Sim 25. It might be a Season 2 pass, it might be the next DLC, who the heck knows. That all depends on you guys, so yes. And in addition, you can use bits for it as well. So yes, Farmer Marks, thank you very much for that 100 biddies as well. Thank you. But yes, it's going to be giving back to the community, to you guys, for all your support over the years. Oh, I just realised something. I need to stop here, don't I? Because I can't get across. The road is gone. Kind of. It's up in the air at the minute. I was going through my bridges the other day and just tidying up underneath them. And I guess I forgot to drop one back down. Come on down. But yeah, this little bit underneath, I don't... Actually, I think I still missed a bit of grass there. I was just sort of tidying up the actual road. I think it was on that side, to be honest. And yes. Oh, hello. I made the road a little bit wider, actually, on the other side. And just tidied up the grass and the texture and stuff like that. Still got to finish off on this side, though. It's one of my little bugs I've been finding when I'm going around is seeing grass coming through the actual bridge. It's not nice. See, there we go. It's nice and tiny now. On this side. But yes. But anyway, yeah, what we're going to do is take this up to that... Oh. There's a couple of little bits on one of the fields, I think it was, I seen a minute ago. That needs to be reploughed because it's been missed. And then we'll park it up by that cotton field. Once that one is finished, we'll get that, like I said, mulched and, yes, ploughed as well. Whoa. Here we go. But yeah, I don't know why you guys actually come in and watch me. I'm a terrible streamer. You should go somewhere else. And then I can just disappear. Yes. There we go. 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 Go, go. But yes. But yeah, so what was Mama Do up to actually? I even though I had your stream up, I was kind of ish watching, I suppose. What were you up to, my dear, today? I know you were doing some harvesting at one point. Was it sunflowers? Sorry. Yawning. Terrible. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it was sunflowers or something for a little while. That was before I went live. You cut in a few trees. Oh, that's what it was. You were going on about the, yeah, the tree harvester that you got. It's very slow at driving. Yes. It is definitely probably one of the slowest tree harvesters that you were using in game. It's probably easier to find a flatbed trailer that you can load it onto to move it some distance. Right, there we go. Right, let's grab that. There. Yeah, that little bit was bugging me. But yeah, I still kind of like the John Deere tree harvester when I do my harvesting. So, kind of weird. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put it on that field and get that one ploughed up as well. The sugar beet one there. There we go. I don't know why am I yawning so much at the minute. Why am I? There's a obviously if you want it for cutting slightly wider trees. If you have a look on my Trello, there's a modified version that I did. But the base game one will do thin trees. So let's have a look. So the base game one wise, and the harvesters is this guy right here. Yeah, that's the base game one, but it only cuts up to 70 centimeter trees. So things like your lodgepole pines will be fine. However, if you want to go for things like the spruces and that, yeah, you need something a little bit bigger, okay? Obviously, you're using the Hannibal, aren't you, at the minute? Very, very slow driving speed. A whopping 8 kilometers per hour. Yeah. Obviously, that John Deere, if you go into, like I said, my Trello, there should be a edited one over there. There we go. a BAM version. And like BAM, I like to colorize my stuff. So we got a lovely pink. We can do a nice little purple on it in certain areas. So the header mainly. You have your rims. We'll go with a bit of orange. So you can make it a nice customized one. I was I'm an hour and about seeing if I could do the arm itself, but I've left that out. But in addition to this, this will actually do up to 120 centimeter logs or tree trunk widths, which is basically the same as that Hannibal. So whatever that Hannibal can do, this can do as well. And it's nicer too. So yeah, it's up to you. It is definitely up to you. I think I put this speed up a little bit to 27, and I think the base game one does 20. So it's there. Yeah, so 20. So yeah, a little bit faster. But obviously you got that lovely color option for the pinks and stuff. But anyway, yeah, have a look. You never know. It might be worth you giving a try, Mamadou. Righty. Let's see. So we've got bills to pick up over here. Yes. Let's see. We've got 40 minutes. Yeah. So I've got these 3 fields right here, plus the 2 grass fields here that need to be slurried. Dang it! I still keep forgetting to do that one. Let's grab this first of all. I keep forgetting to do those other 2 fields that were corn. So let's take this guy over, and then we'll go grab the tractor to get slurry going. And yes, I will get it tomorrow and sell all the rest. Yeah, if you ever get stuck, have a look on my Trello. There's a few things over there that's been edited now with color options and such. Obviously, we know you love your pink for breast cancer, so yes. If there is anything you do need, let me know, Mamadou, because you never know. I might be able to do something special for you. So yeah, just give me a shout in Discord or something, and I'll do you a private little mod. Whether it's a trailer or something, you never know. But yeah, one of the things I still don't get with Mamadou, and I know there's a lot of other people who have the same issue, is they have issues getting hired helpers to harvest root crops. That part I don't understand. It's weird. That I really don't get. I know Giants have been kind of questioning it as well. Why certain people seem to have that issue, and a lot of people, however, like myself, don't. One thing I will say is, the only time I don't get a hired helper to work is usually with canola. I don't know why, but canola, for me and a hired helper, have issues. That's the only thing. And it's usually when I'm using the swather. But everything else so far appears, for me anyway, to be fine. Wow, that was a bit laggy. Right, you can do that. Yeah, you still have the trouble with that, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, it really doesn't. But yeah, what I'm going to do, so, just to give you guys a plan, so this needs to be ploughed, this needs to be ploughed. This field, once it is ploughed, I am going to extend it down here, and I'm going to redo this whole road down at the bottom there. Just to get a few extra litres, shall we say, of croppage. Right, so there's that. He's on the way. He's probably on his last stretch now, I would have thought, looking at that. He's still got a little bit left. Obviously, I'll grab those bales earlier on, just out of interest. Stats. how many bales was that? So overall, between the cotton bales and those bio bales, 29 bales have been produced in the save game today, which is not bad. Cool. Not bad, not bad. Right then, so with that being said, somewhere in amongst this little lot here, there it is right there. Let's get this filled up. And we're gonna go fertilize a field or two of grass. But yeah, I don't know if you had it before you went live, Mama Dude, but there was a patch to the game as well. A hot fix, should say. Hotfix number 3 released today, so you may want to make sure that you've got that. And I just realised that that is really slow. There we go. But yeah, well, I kind of want to get as much done during the stream because in about an hour's time, I'll be going back over to Ark to carry on with my new base build and getting things sorted out over there. It's nice having all my dinosaurs back. So a big huge thanks to Dead Soul for the help yesterday. It's crazy. The only thing, one thing I don't mean to do it, but every single time I load in, I keep hitting a key which causes them to do a whistle for follow me, and literally everybody starts piling on top of me. I need to go through the key bindings and stop that from happening. Obviously normally I could do that like the T key and do the whistles that way. But yeah, I know there's some key bindings. Is it the L key or something? It's automatic, everyone follow me type thing. Yes. Need to unbind them. Let's put it that way. But one nice thing is I've got some pretty good sized fields to plant next year. Also, you've got this one right here. That is a freaking good size. Obviously, I've now combined that far field together now, so that's cool. Obviously, the expanded one up here, which is kind of nice, which also comes all the way down to this edge here, so yeah. You're a good guy. Right, that's why I'm not a good guy. I am not a good guy. I'm just complicated. Oh yeah, one of the things I do need to do with this field here is obviously I still need to remove the trees over there at some point. So I'll be grabbing probably just the brucks and removing them that way. So there's that little clump of trees in the distance there on the left, plus the ones in the upper corner there to remove. So I've got that to do probably December, over Christmas, the winter period. As long as it's done by spring and planting time, I'll be happy. I also want to, this winter time, those 3 fields by the farmer's market, I want to combine that all into one. So there's a few trees over there that I need to remove. And hello, John Deere. And yeah, so there's, I don't know, there's a few other things I was kind of thinking I still need to do over here. But yeah, one of the big things I do need to do this winter is obviously stock up the sawmills. So over the December, January and February, there's probably going to be a lot of streams done where there's logging going on. So I've got those lodgepole pines that I've just gone past. I can chop them down and clear that area, maybe. But I've also got the spruces by the sawmill there and the carpenter that we just went past, that I can cut them down as well. So that's a start, and then I've got to figure out where I want to head to next for cutting trees down. that is going to be the next part. I'm kind of thinking up over by Pepsi. Obviously, we've got that nice little forest behind Pepsi, or next to Pepsi, haven't we? Obviously, at the minute, I do have... What have I got? Oh, yeah, the whiskey factory. Popcorn Suttons. So, oh, heck, that's ready to harvest already. Oh, I don't know if it's going to work then. I don't know if this is going to apply. Let's see. Oh, okay, it is. Okay. We'll give it a quick going over then, so... It's definitely changing, and that is the main thing. Actually, I do have the settings on, don't I? I did turn it on when I was coming through. Crop sensor is turned on, yes, okay. Well, that's good then. I can do that. Yeah, I still want... I really need to do this. Is get a larger boomed slurry spreader at some point that goes a little bit quicker. I was kind of thinking about the oxbow, and I've mentioned it a few times. Also, we've got the oxbow that can do slurry as well as manure spreading. Which may be something I do, but to be honest, I don't really do the manure side of things, so that's what's kind of stopped me really. I don't spread manure on my fields. Oh, there we go. See, I'd rather go with something like the Samson, for example, one of the tanks, and have that big boom attached onto it. I'll have to have a look to see what we've got in game anyway. Obviously, I know they've got the big booms there anyway, so that's something. So I don't know. But obviously, if I can get it colorized and stuff like that, make it a little bit bigger, maybe apply a little bit less, should we say? So it lasts a little bit longer, be kind of nice. The other thing is, now this is one thing I don't know if it would affect it. So obviously a lot of the stuff that I've done, so fertilizer spreaders, seeders, stuff like that, obviously I've been adding in the option for it to apply a little bit less. But obviously with precision farming, does it override that? That's the thing. So has anybody noticed any difference? See, that's what I don't get. Would it be worth it if you're using precision farming to have that lower application rate? Let me stop something. I want to check something a sec. What have we actually got slurry tank-wise in here? I suppose it'd be under fertilizers and stuff. Yeah, slurry tank right there. Yeah, so see, obviously in the past, this is the sort of thing that I have edited. Obviously added color, capacity and all that usual stuff. Because obviously you can have that big, huge boom on the back. What have we got? Obviously can't touch any of these because they're the DLC stuff. There's the Grant. See, I've got no problems with hooking this onto like a tractor. I don't mind that. Rather than being a self-propelled. The only thing that puts me off is the amount of wheels. I usually like 2 wheels only, so yeah. Either 2 wheels or a tracked option. Maybe the Quaco? Maybe something like that? I have interest. What actually is color selectable on here? I'm guessing it's that green bit there. Obviously, you got the rims that. See, what I could try doing is maybe add in the color option onto that as well, which should be fairly easy. So I'd have to make sure that the sensor was on there, which goes over there. Okay. So I'm just thinking out loud. Don't mind me. Combinations. Yeah, so it allows that big guy on there. So that goes up to the 21 on the boom. See, I would love something a little bit bigger, maybe the 36 on the Samsung there. Check. Yeah, see, that's the one that says it can accept, but I'm pretty sure should be able to fit that on as well. See, that would be kind of nice. Up the speed a little bit from 16 to say 30 or 32, so double the speed. And all right, Mr. Jurors, catch you later. Now the thing is, would that be worth going in and doing the color options on that as well? I don't know. I'd have to have a look, think about it. I'll have to see what that's like on that tank, the Quaco there, and yes, we shall see. Hey there, Mr. KW. Welcome in, sir. How are you today? See, oh, the other option is to make a little edit to the Homer back. Obviously, that has a slurry tank on it. Could go through. And I bet that could connect onto that Samsung. I've got plenty of the Homers already, so. And what is Mamadou up to? Mamadou, why did you pin a comment saying hi DS? Oh, bless your cotton socks, sweetheart. Here we go. You misclicked? Yeah. To be honest, we've all done it. I've done it a few times myself where I've gone to reply to someone and accidentally pinned their certain comment. It's like, oops, whoops, quick, unpin it. Because you're always trying to do it, something can you mess up? Yeah, you don't. It's not messing up, Mamadou. It's learning, okay? It's not messing up. And to be honest, I really don't mind. If you want to mess around, you go for it. If you want to figure things out as a moderator, if it helps you, go for it. Heck, we've all been there. There's, to be honest, there's still a lot of things I, as a moderator, have no idea on how to do. But yet, KW on the other hand, the master moderator himself, oh yeah, he can teach people quite a few things, I bet, of what he's learned over the years. See, this is one of the things I still don't know how to do. So, I know KW's done it a few times. He's been able to go and put a comment in chat or a command in chat that changed the stream title and other things similar to that. I have no idea how the heck that is done as a moderator. But yeah, some of the things that Mr. KW knows, oh my goodness, would probably shock us all if he let it all out. But that's why he is such a awesome person and moderator. yes, if you've got an issue and you haven't got time to change your stream title, yeah, there is a way a moderator could do it, but yeah, I have no idea how. There was that. I think it was even being able to change the game the person was playing in the stream, so yeah. You don't know nothing, and you can prove it. Oh, for some strange reason, Mr. KW, we don't believe that. It's like me saying I know nothing as well. And yes, people don't believe me when I say it anymore. But yeah, it's very cool, some of the things that you can know, let's put it that way, as a moderator. I've even tried looking it up, to be honest, and I still cannot find any information on how to do that. So maybe a privilege you have as a long-time moderator, but yeah, I don't know. When you say you know nothing, they believe it. Oh, that's not true, Mamadou. That is not true. So yeah, I was saying, I've noticed a couple of times I think it was you've changed the actual title of someone's stream. Maybe there was a spelling mistake, or they just weren't paying attention or something. And you were actually able to put like a command in their chat as a moderator that changed the stream title. And obviously that's something I haven't got a foggiest about. You even believe it? Oh, I don't believe that. Hit the backlash key in chat and you can see the commands. Yeah. Yeah, that I have no idea, but I think it's kind of cool. I think that is very, very cool, and I just realised I didn't pick that up. There we go. Some of the stuff that you can do, but obviously you've been around a long time, so it probably comes natural to you. So yeah, done. For me, I have no idea. There we go. Actually, let's have a little look. Hit backslash. Announce orange? What? Message? Ban. Obviously, yeah, no, but ban, unban, tier, poll, and all that. Emote only. But yeah, there's a way of change. I'd have to. I'd probably have to look at it more in a stream where I'm a moderator to see what pops up for that then. Well, crap. Whoops, went a little bit fast there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's the set title, set game command. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't see that in my current, as a streamer, option in the commands there. Obviously, I can do it on my stream deck anyway. What was the other one? Was it a hashtag? No, yeah. You wish you knew how to mod? But you're the master. Now, do you mean to mod, as in create something like, for example, this tanker is a mod. It's a base game piece of equipment that's been edited. Is that the sort of mod you're on by, or do you mean to moderate? And I think Mr. KW is a bit like me. He knows a lot more than he says. I'm sure he's out there. He's tweaking bits of equipment for Farming Simulator, left, right, and center. You do both equally bad. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. That is funny. And obviously, yes, Mr. T Miller is announcing and saying hello. I guess that is to Mr. KW. Cool. You have a lot of mods. Yeah. Yes, I think with Mr. KW being around the community for so long, he could probably whip up a mod faster than me. He probably could. Actually, one of the things I should... Oh, did I edit my tanker to have more capacity for bringing some more over here? Oh, now you're asking. Can't remember. Oh well. But I guess one of the things I need to do then, if these fields are ready to harvest, I'm gonna get a mower onto these as soon as possible. So maybe Friday stream we'll be doing some mowing and baling then. As I've decided, I'm going to be ripping up the grapes, and then in spring I'll be putting down some fresh ones all the way along that area where the olives were, and getting a whole new load done. I was literally just contemplating it through the stream there. Obviously at the beginning of the stream I said obviously I still need to go through and defoliate it. But yeah, I think I'm just going to delete the whole lot and put some fresh ones down so they're all fresh and new, and yes, maybe actually in line as well. That's one thing I've noticed, they're slightly off. Now, obviously I'm not going to be going in like Mr. Green Thumb Farmer and perfectly placing them in the XML. I'll just be placing them fairly perfectly in game. Or as perfectly as I can in game. But yes. So yeah, Friday we'll be doing some mowing then. Because yes, for the next... Yeah, obviously like I said, tomorrow we're going to be doing that fishy game. Aquarist. And then... Off on Thursday, so I'll be probably primarily spending my time in Ark. As long as the hard drive behaves itself. Yeah, I mentioned it yesterday. And it's still happening still. Kind of. The hard drive itself, it's an external. Obviously, it plugs into the computer via USB. It draws power from the computer through the USB to power it up and such. In the afternoons for me, so between what 2 and say 4 or 5 o'clock, not a single issue with it disconnecting from the computer or crashing the computer or crashing the game even. But from what 8:30 last night till about 9:30, 10 o'clock my time, the game crashed about 4 or 5 times. But as soon as 10 o'clock came, not an issue until I went to bed. I just don't get it or understand it. And I actually, so one of the things I was doing, I'll have a folder open showing my PC, so it's got the 3 drives there showing. Not an issue. I even had Taskmaster up showing that it was running. Not an issue. But for some weird reason, it just kept disconnecting or crashing. So I don't know if it's actually the game. But obviously I have in the past had issues with it disconnecting when maybe transferring some files. So I really don't know what the heck's going on with the thing. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah. Oh, and one of the things I was going to ask as well. So, for those who are PC illiterate, who know more about the internals of the actual computer. So, obviously I've got a C drive. I have a D drive, which I believe are both solid state drives, or so SSDs. Now obviously in the computer as well there is the memory sticks. With those memory sticks, is there any information actually stored on those memory sticks themselves? So, for example, my C drive, for example, is any of the games that I'm running stored on those, or is it on the SSD storage itself? See, this is one thing, because if I can upgrade the storage, I might be able to relocate ARC onto one of my other drives and use it that way, if you understand what I mean. See, that's one thing that obviously, if I was to upgrade those memory sticks, whatever you want to call them, there's like 4 of them. If I was to take, say, 2 of them out and replace 2 with a higher version, or even all 4 of them with a higher version, would that give me more storage, for example? Or does that just affect like the RAM and stuff? RAM is temporary storage, only used when you open programs. Okay. And it uses the storage. ROM is permanent storage, so HD and SSD. Okay. So there's RAM and ROM. I've never heard of ROM. Actually, no. Have I heard of ROM before? Maybe. It kind of rings a bell. But yeah. I am not PC literate. That's why I kind of asked. So, Because one of the things I was thinking of the other day is obviously upgrading my computer so it's got more storage and stuff. I know there is a limitation, from what I understand as well, with motherboards as well. It can only handle so much, like RAM and such. So that's something I need to look into to see what the maximum I could go to without screwing it up completely. Random access memory, okay. Yeah, I've definitely heard of RAM. It's the ROM I'm not quite sure about, so yes. But yeah, the same thing with like the CPU. I know I can go up to, I think it was a 5095, I think it was, equivalent in my computer. So I could upgrade that if I wanted to. But the nice thing is, obviously, with Amazon, this is what I was thinking, is Amazon, I could look at purchasing them and paying for them over time, maybe, if it, as an option. Because obviously things like all that is kind of expensive. But yeah, I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on my motherboard, see what it can fully handle. I think actually it might be close to its limit. That's the problem for the memory stick things. So I'll have to look into finding my motherboard and checking that out at some point. Read only memory. Okay, for ROM is it? Okay. I always thought ROM was Quark's brother in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Haha, drunch. who became Grand Nagus of the Ferengi Alliance. See, I know a little bit about Star Trek. Oh, that's a point. Ooh, when's the next? I've been watching. Just talking about Star Trek roughly there. Change of subject completely. You know what I'm like. Obviously, Star Trek, Starfleet Academy. I've been watching, and yeah, I kind of like it. Obviously, it's based like what was 100 years in the future, and yeah, I've been kind of enjoying watching it. It's kind of cool. It's got some of the characters. Obviously, you got the Doctor off of Voyager, the EMH. He's in there. There is the engineer who came on to Discovery. She's in there as one of the teachers now, who seems to be in love with a Jem'Hadar, is it? I can't remember, but yeah, it's weird. It also means Romania. Okay. Bless. But yeah, I will say, after watching last week's, yeah, it's definitely kind of getting interesting between that main guy who's like an orphan who's been brought into Starfleet to serve time, as it were, and that woman, the Beta Z girl. Very interesting to see what's going to happen with them. Oh, we have run out of liquid poop, so let's go back. We'll get this filled back up. I could put on hired helper, but what's the point in that? I want to waste some time. But yes, out of interest, is anybody else watching it at the minute? Are you guys into Star Trek as well or not? I will say I am not a Trekkie, but I do know a little bit about it. I've watched a lot of Star Trek over the years. I do kind of like the last load of films that they did with Christopher Pine. Quite nice. But kind of curious if and when they'll do another Star Trek movie. And how are they going to write out Chekhov? Because obviously the actor who was doing the updated version of Chekhov obviously passed away, didn't he, unfortunately, after the last film, hence why there's been quite a big break. But, is it going to be one of these things where they may have a digital version of him at the beginning and him being swept off to, I don't know, Starfleet Academy or something? I don't know. See, yeah, there's a lot of where it could go, shall we say. But another thing as well, while I'm just thinking about it, with that Starfleet Academy, there's one species, shall we say, that was, as far as I was aware, had been wiped out back in like the original Star Trek, and they basically have a black and a white face. Half of it's black, half of it's white. From what I remember, this has gone back a lot of years. I'm sure they did an episode where it was like the final, is it male, or there was two males, and that was the last of the species. And yet in Starfleet Academy there's a female in there. Like, where's she come from? Are they like using genetics to create a new species type thing? I don't know. It'd be an interesting if they ever go down exploring that road, shall we say. I can't think of the name of the actual species though, but if you've watched Star Trek and you know the person I'm on about, yeah. I don't know. You like the original Star Trek, not the new crap, sorry. I did, yeah. Yeah, you might know what the species I'm on about then. The one is basically one half of their face is literally black, pure black. The other half is pure white. And I'm sure it was two males were like the last of their species, and all of a sudden now it would be technically what, 300 years later, 400 years later, which is the Star Trek Academy, there's a female turned up to join. So it's like, where'd she come from? Doesn't quite make sense, but yeah. But yeah, Next Generation I liked for the most part. But I think after watching, obviously, the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise, Discovery, Strange New Worlds, all that, out of all of them, I am definitely a Deep Space Nine fan. And that was actually touched on quite a bit in this last episode, because it's about Benjamin Sisko, the captain, obviously, who's a prophet and all this. Like, what happened to Benjamin Sisko? That's basically what it's all about. Just so, yes. But yeah, I do like, obviously, that. So, yes. I'm a niner, should we say. Is it Deep Space Niner or Niner? I guess. But yeah. I would say probably favourite species. Here you go. For those, I would say the Borg is my most favourite species. I don't know why in there. Cybernetically enhanced humanoids, as it were, who assimilate other cultures and, yes, control them with one mind. Yeah, I've always been fascinated by them. And the worst thing is, there's no real backstory to how they became the Borg, where they created. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. How did it all kick off? That's the thing. It's never actually been touched, and I don't even think the creators even know how the Borg came into existence, as it were, should we say. They've just been there type thing. But why do they go around assimilating other cultures so much, and why do they want perfection and such? So it was good acting back in the day, yeah. I watched a YouTube video that was talking about all these errors in the storyline. Yeah, there's a lot missing still. Hopefully they will touch on some of those other things. And obviously, will he ever actually get things patched up, shall we say? And will he stay on the correct line? Why is it? That's weird. Can I go that way instead? There we go. Right, so somewhere around here is a road. There's that one. And there we go. But yeah, we'll have to see how the whole Star Trek goes on, I suppose, regarding the film-wise. Also, one thing I would like is, and it's kind of weird, I would love to see, I can't think of her name, but in the last Star Trek film, there was that woman that was on the planet who basically ripped the Yorktown apart, as it were, shall we say. I'd love to see how she develops. That's one thing I will say, that she's the one that was helping Scotty out and stuff. Oh. Yes. Sorry. But well, it is what it is, isn't it? Let's save some petrol. Turn that off there for a minute. But looking at it, my cotton harvester is now finished. Sunflowers is now harvested. The only thing left is me doing this. So, yes, I've got obviously a couple of fields still to plough and mulch. So yeah, that sunflower field and the cotton field are going to be mulched and then ploughed. So that's something for over winter, unless I can get it done over the next couple of days. I do need to go through, delete those grapes, But there's no great rush. I've got all winter. Out of interest, while I think about it, I'm pretty sure it's what, February or March that they can be placed down, I think. I'm going to have a quick look at this. Planting season for grapes. So yeah, March it was. So let's see, we've got December, January, February. So we've got 3 months to get rid of them. So that's fine. That is fine. Actually, technically 4 now. Because we're partway through November already, so... But yes, one of the big things I do need to make sure I've got plenty of next year is sorghum planted. But with having some of these bigger fields now, I hopefully should be able to do that. But yes, with that being said, exclamation mark fish in chat, guys, for your last one. Oh, nice little ghost fish there. Because we will be heading out in a minute, so... Yes. While you are getting that in, your last moments of exclamation mark fish, I am going to have a look out to see who is live out there. I was kind of hoping Mr. T. Miller would be live, but I'm guessing he's still not quite feeling up for it. Let's see. Out of interest, while I'm finding someone to raid out to, what were you guys' thoughts on that Occupying Mars? For those who stuck around to watch Truckin' Jay last night. I mentioned that I've never seen it before, but watching some of Truckin' Jay last night, I think somebody, I don't know if it was T. Miller, Green Thumb, Farmer, or Dashnet, or somebody, some of it did seem vaguely familiar. So I don't know if one of those guys has streamed it in the past once. So yeah, whether I'd play it, I don't know. That's the thing. Obviously, Farm Mark says not sure. Andy the Farm say is it good? Okay. I don't know. Anywho, I think we're going to call it there for today. Let's get this Andy's fishing quickly. Then I'm going to switch over to the ending screen. Who's got some gummy worms? So sorry, Dead Soul. Obviously, it'll still carry on. Don't worry. I'm going to show it. I'm going to look at it while it's doing the final catch, and then I'm going to close it. And you are catching a sea urchin, should say, for 33 gold. Well done. Right, I'm going to close that now. Just to try and keep it a little bit more fair, should we say. So, I'm having a look at my little list on Twitch. We have, if you want to stick with Farming Simulator, there's Gallo Biani Films currently out there, streaming away. We have Steelcrafter59, also doing Farm Sim, along with Gallo there. If you want something else, also we've got Truckin' Jay, who's doing Occupying Mars. Dajel Crew, the man, the myth, the legend, the crew. He is doing Hogwarts Legacy currently. It looks like it might be a collaboration with somebody else there. I don't know. Maybe. There's also Soft Stuff doing some Euro Truck Simulator 2. Pro Mods 2.80. Let's see, you're anyone but Steelcraft. Are you not a fan of Steelcrafter there, KW? Truckin' Jay again? Yeah, why not? Why the heck not? We'll see a little bit more of the game, hey? Why the heck not? Yeah, I think I kind of get an idea of why. Yeah. Let's see. Ghost Panther is playing Roblox? Really? Really, Mr. T. Miller? Oi. I would rather, to be honest, I would rather raid over to a streamer doing Minecraft than Roblox. Just saying. But yes, we are going to go over and join Mr. Truckin' J, who's currently playing Occupy Mars again. Also, we rated him yesterday, so might as well do him again, shouldn't we? So let me find him in my little list. There he is there. Sorry, my brain wasn't quite working, but yeah, I found him there. So let's get this raid underway. So yeah, tomorrow, just to remind you guys, we will be jumping into Aquarist to check out the Arctic base. So if you haven't seen that before, yes, it might be worth checking that out. I haven't got a foggiest. I've not even seen any information about it, so it's going to be a new one for me to try out. But yes, have a great rest of your day as well, Mr. Dead Soul, and I will see yous tomorrow. So bye for now.